So now we can do the whole cold opening thing or whatever we're supposed to do. I don't know at this point in time, Jason.
Yeah, I think I'm smiling a little too much for what we're about to talk about.
Hello, welcome to another depressing episode of the Red, White, and Blues podcast. We're back to being depressed Chelsea fans, and it's only one match. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be depressed. I will not be depressed, but I am Daniel, and the person to my left, right, whatever way he is Jason. How you doing tonight, man?
I am good. I'm happy that on days like these, we have each other to go through this with. So, but how are you, man?
Dude, alive, tired, but whatever. I'm here to talk about Chelsea Football Club. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm trying to be rational about this whole match. Like I'm trying not to go to the edge. I'm trying to remain rational. I made a very rational tweet last night. It was not irrational. It said stay calm. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't need I do not think we need to overreact after the first match of the season. We didn't lose like last year, so we're already 1 point ahead of where we were last year at this time.
Yeah, I guess the difference this year is I thought we could win this one, and last year I didn't.
That is true.
But it is a fair point not to be irrational. So as we go through the match, I'll try to keep that in mind because Leeds won today. We'll talk about that at halftime. But Leeds, like all of my predictions are bad. They're all bad. If you haven't listened to me and Daniel's predictions episode, go back. It's a few episodes back. But like we did a big predictions episode, and man, did I shoot for the moon on that one. And I don't think it's going to work out in my favor so far after the first game.
So, it's the first match, and to be fair, everything got screwed. So, whatever.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. You could also say United got screwed yesterday. So I think the thing coming out of the first weekend of the Premier League is obviously that the refs still suck. That has not changed from last season. Officiating is still garbage in the Premier League. If there's any takeaway, just take it away. Because yesterday is not a foul in our match. It's not a foul to push somebody blatantly into the other wall. It's just the fact that you're a yard away from the wall. That is the foul.
Yeah, we need to probably do a shit list portion of this podcast.
Yeah.
So, and like at some point, and Darren England was the ref of this match.
Gosh.
Officially, after one game, Darren, what are you up to? You were on our shit list.
Yeah.
He was pretty bad throughout. Like, yeah. The only thing you could probably say is that he was at least more consistently bad to each team, more so than some of the other refs. But like
that's true.
For the most part, he was pretty bad. Like I don't know what a foul is, but at least he didn't know what a foul was for both teams. So that's the only positive thing you can say about Darren England. But welcome to the shit list, buddy. You summed it up yesterday.
Yeah, we should keep a running shit list for the year. And so, Darren England, consider yourself the first person on the Red, White, and Blues podcast shit list for this year.
Daniel's lovely family is also upset at Darren England.
Yes, they're furious with Darren England right now. They're just screaming obscenities in the other room.
Yeah, we can hear them. Anytime you hear them behind us, everyone, that is what they're doing. They're just mad at Darren England.
Yeah. So we need to come up next week with a cool graphic for the shit list.
Yeah.
And
we'll figure out where in the episode to put it.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess let's just get into the first half. I mean, the lineups were pretty much what we said they were going to be. Our biggest dilemma was, do you start Delop or do you start João Pedro? Obviously, went with João Pedro. In the end, probably, I don't know, good call back. Delop seemed to be better when he came on than João Pedro was when he was on there. Now, Josh got the start at central center back. And I think the biggest takeaway, I don't know, I guess I'll just start it off with my biggest takeaway from this match. We'll just the whole, whatever. I don't know if this follows the format or not. I'm just gonna say it. The biggest takeaway from this match is that Levi Colwell is missed more than I thought he would be. And the thing that it's not his defending that we miss, it's his line breaking passes, because Josh can't make those passes from that point, and neither can Chapel. And Reese sort of can, but he's not playing central center back. He's playing more of a right center back role. We don't know they can make those line breaking passes right now. Who knows how long Tosin's going to be out for? We don't know. But he isn't. I mean, he can make those passes, not as good as Levi can, but I don't know. That was the thing that stood out to me in this match, is that we had nobody that can make a freaking line breaking pass, because God forbid the Cole Palmer or João Pedro would make a run in behind, and then there's nobody to pass him the ball. So I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't have. What's crazy about this game is the midfield was like completely. Well, are we talking first? We're talking first half.
I mean, just talk about whatever you want to.
Yeah,
I just totally screwed the format problem.
No, Daniel and I are gonna figure out this format thing, but that's for another pod, I guess. But I mean, here's the thing. We'll stick with lineup, because you're completely right. Like, Colwell was missed because, and I don't think we talked about this too much on the preview episode when we made our predictions about the match, but Crystal Palace were set up to defend, and they did that really well. Crystal Palace are going to give, if they continue to play like this, they're going to give a lot of teams a lot of grief over the course of the season,
if they keep their players.
If they keep their players,
that's the other problem.
True, because Gahey and Eze, if they keep them. But the thing is, though, they're well drilled. They were set up to be in a low block and play transition, and that is something that we would like to do more outside the low block thing, is be able to play more in transition. But in the thing is that we saw in the friendlies, we are a transition team. But what we saw throughout this game was we can't transition if there's nothing to transition from.
That's so true.
So and this is to your point. Me and Daniel got to watch the game together yesterday, so that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
But we don't always get to do that. But while we were watching it, you were saying this is what happens when we have this much possession, and we wound up with 72% of the possession, and Crystal Palace were really happy for us the whole game, and even into the first half, right? I mean, both halves were the same here. This is why the format doesn't work for a game like this, because it was literally the same except for a couple subs that had some impacts in the second half. But, and we could talk about that. But when we have all of that possession and we don't have any playmakers, because if you're playing against a low block, right, you either got to go through them or you got to go over them. And we just didn't have any players that could do either. And our midfields were completely wide open. So we wound up just kicking the ball like this, with their in a U shape around their goal. And that's what we did the whole time. And we had a couple set pieces that could have gone in a good way, or from corners, and that's about it. We didn't really have that much in terms of crossing into the box. We didn't have really anybody getting on them. Crystal Palace just defended really, really, really well. And per usual, as we were going through this all last season, and as you rightly pointed out where we're watching the match, we can't play against a low block.
No.
We have no answers for it.
None.
And we had and especially with not missing Colwell and even Tosin missing both of them yesterday, we don't have anybody that can help us go through it when a team is in a low block. And we don't have anybody dribbling up. We don't have anybody dribbling through. There's a lot of backwards passing going on, and we didn't know what to do. So there was no playmaker on the pitch yesterday. And then you can add, at least for the start of it, and then you can add in Enzo was horrible. Enzo was horrible
bad match
the whole game.
Yep.
Like very loose passing, very bad ball control, everything he did, very bad decision making. He was poor like the whole game. And our midfield was pretty rough the entire game. But anyway, I said a lot there, but take it away. Whatever you
I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things, like they marked Cole Palmer out the match. And when Cole Palmer gets marked out of matches, we tend to struggle because last year, can't believe I'm about to say this, but to our credit, we at least had one winger that could take somebody on in Madueke. Like Neto's he's not a winger that's going to take you on one-on-one. He's going to use his speed, which he did yesterday on several occasions, to run the ball down, long balls, make the runs in behind. He's going to give you some good crosses every match, give you a chance to score in other ways than taking his defender on one-on-one. That's why we got Gittins. Gittins is too raw. He's not ready for that. Like, I think the last two matches have proven that he's not ready to start. And I think that is a big thing that Maresca's going to have to look at, because when Esteval came in, he took his defenders on one-on-one. Granted, he got double-teamed a couple of different times, which is probably going to be an issue. But if he gets double-teamed, that should open up space for somebody to make a run in behind right there if we can just find the path. It'll open up space, but like if Maresca wants somebody to take somebody on one-on-one, Esteval's the person to put in the match, not Gittins. I don't care. Like Gittins is still raw, and that makes me even more scared about the Garnacho move, because that just means Garnacho is going to get even more freaking playing time, which I don't like. So I don't know. It's just like we can't break down a low block. We don't know what we're doing. Like Maresca doesn't have an answer for it. If they take Cole Palmer out the match and he can't drop deep at the ball, control things, and you're relying on Enzo to do it. Enzo couldn't do it yesterday. We had nobody from the center back position to make line breaking passes. Like the first half was just abysmal. Like literally the match, nothing really happened until like the last 10 to 15 minutes when Esteval came on, and then we created some chances from that point. But like we didn't have a shot on target in the first half. Nothing. So
that's crazy.
It's just baffling. But it's not new. And I looked at you at halftime and said, you know what? It's the same thing that happened last year all the time. We suck in the first half. We go in, make some adjustments, come out better in the second half. Didn't happen this time. But, I don't know. It's just frustrating, I guess, to see Colwell go down with the injury and seeing how that impacted. Because I thought outside of Josh making probably 2 bad passes in the match, defensively, he looked really good. Now, but he can't provide those passes that we need a central center back to make. So, I don't know.
Do you think Josh isn't talented that way, or does he not have a confidence right now to do something like that? Doesn't feel the freedom to do something like that.
I don't think.
Can Josh be that player?
I don't think so. I don't think he's a central center back. I think he's more of a right. He's more of like, to me, Josh would be more of a backup for Reece James. Like he fits the system better than Gusto does to me, because he's more ball carrying. Like, because he did have a couple good ball carries yesterday into Crystal Palace's final third. Like he had a couple of really good ball carrying moments yesterday. I just don't think, like Colwell, that is the one thing that everybody has said about Levi Colwell since he was 18 or 19 years old, is this kid is brilliant on the ball and can make passes on a dime. Like he just has that in his skill set. And I mean, that's not to say Josh can't develop that. I just don't think Josh is a natural central center back. I think he's more slotted as a right center back, or a right back. I think that's more of his role. But he's what we had to have back there yesterday because we had nobody else because Wesley's out, and I don't know if Wesley can make those passes either. Well, number one, Wesley can't stay healthy for a freaking full season anyway. So, there's just all kinds of problems that we have right now that are related to the defense. When there was a podcast out there that said, hey, we should probably sign a defender before we sign any more freaking attacking players at the beginning of the transfer window. Wonder what podcast that could have been, Jason. I don't know. But it's frustrating that we're at this point in the season and we're only one game.
Yeah, it is. It's really disappointing because we were watching us cook like all summer.
Yeah.
And for us to come out there and put this kind of performance on display, and to see a lot of the same issues, and to see the club double down on not getting a replacement for Levi when we have the time to do it right now. But they can't even sign in front of the shirt sponsor. So what's the point?
But remember back to this summer, what was the one match we lost?
In the Club World Cup?
Yeah.
I can't remember who they were. Who were they?
It was Flamingo.
Oh, yeah, Flamingo. You're right.
And they played a low block.
Yep.
They played a low block.
It would be interesting to look at the stats of that game as well. I'm going to do that while you're talking.
It's so like it literally is a matchup issue for us. It's like we match up against certain teams really well because of the style of football they play. Like, why do we match up so well against Tottenham when they had Ainge as their manager? Because they played a freaking bananas high line and we just got in behind them all the time. They suck. That's why we destroy Tottenham. Yeah. That's why we look good against the Big Six teams because they play open football. None of the Big Six teams are a type of team that sits back. Now, why do we struggle against Liverpool last year? Because they played like a bunch of pussies and did sit back in the one match and play transition football and let us have possession because they understood that's the way you beat us. So that's the way you beat Chelsea. You literally just sit back and you have a couple of really fast wingers and you just get them the ball and let them blaze down the pitch and cross the ball in the box and hope somebody's there.
Yeah. Or you get a really nice free kick right in front of the right in front of goal when that guy wasn't even touched there in England.
True. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There was. Yeah. Do you have anything to say about that controversy? It was.
I just think
in
it's
the game.
Bogus. I think it's bullshit. Like that's. It was a clear foul. But the foul, sure, if you want to say he was 1 yard away from the wall, and that's the rule when there's 4 or 5 people in the wall, whatever the rule is, I can't remember. Sure, whatever. If that's what you want to claim it. I don't care. But you can't also push somebody out the way like that.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. I forget what rule it was, but it was, there has to be a certain amount of space from our players and their players in the wall. But yes, Gahey did literally tackle one of our guys out of the way, created a hole that wasn't there before he did it, and then they scored. Yeah. So it was interesting.
Literally, if Gahey doesn't push Caicedo like that, Caicedo takes the ball to the freaking stomach and is probably rolling around on the ground for 5 minutes after someone catches breath.
Right. Yeah.
But and that doesn't go back to the fact that earlier on, I believe it was either our first or second corner, one of our players literally got thrown down at the ground by the shoulders. That he was jumping up for the ball and just literally got thrown down to the ground. And VAR's like, that's all right. So it's like, I don't know what a foul is anymore, like you said earlier, and what isn't a foul, because Caicedo makes brilliant tackles every match and then gets penalized for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a foul. He didn't touch the player.
Yeah.
Like, he just got the ball. It just looked bad because the player's flopping around on the ground.
Yeah. And I've said this before, over the last few years, my theory still remains that VAR has made refereeing worse because they just rely on VAR to pick up anything that they may have missed. and I don't think refs are nearly as in tune to the game
Fair point.
or as like visually like on it with the game.
Mhm.
It would be interesting. I wonder if somebody's done this, and I'm not smart enough to do the statistics on this, but like before VAR, there was like something like refs were like 90 something percent accurate or something like that.
Mhm.
And I just wonder like how accurate they are without VAR now. And like, I do not think that it's very, I mean, and I'm only going by an eye test here and I'm going by like what we see, but like there were a couple tackles where their players went down and like Reese did one. And I guess it was the Casado one that led to the Eze controversial free kick
Mhm.
that was disallowed. But like neither of our players touched them, but they acted well enough that the ref, say his name again, Darren England,
Yeah.
on the shit list. They acted well enough that he called those fouls. And that's just really frustrating that like you can't like that level at that level a ref can get it that wrong that almost leads to a goal scoring chance, and we
Yeah.
need like some obscure rule that is
Yeah.
rarely enforced to like
Yeah.
take the goal away from us, you know. And so it just is frustrating to have to watch that excuse me, and then to have to watch VAR like not give blatant things like
Yeah.
the penalty shout earlier in the match. I find it very infuriating, and I think doubly so because there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to
Right.
deal with this shit. So
You just have to take VAR's big
yeah.
old dick right up the ass is what you got to do. For
Oh
lack of
no,
better, that's what you got to do with VAR. That's all VAR does, and
we are demonetized now, Daniel.
yeah, probably. We're gonna be demonetized after your thumbnail anyway.
Oh, I'm not doing that one.
Okay, all right. But yeah, that is the frustrating, and it's like the inconsistency of VAR.
Yeah.
Like I literally was just scrolling through Twitter before we got on here, and there's a tweet of Rodri from Man City, and he's got his arm out like away from his body, and like the ball's hitting it, and it's like not a penalty from VAR. And then they showed Trukowski from today with his arm pretty much tucked into his body, not sticking it out, and it hits his arm, and he gets a penalty. So it's like nobody knows what the hell is going on. Like I don't think VAR even knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Like half the
Man,
time.
I didn't know this was going to turn into a VAR discussion, but it like when VAR first came out, everybody was like always up in arms about the consistency of it and like what is a foul, when is a foul, you know, and like from game to game it changes. And now it's like we get frustrated at it, but it's just one of the parts of the game that we have to accept. And I kind of miss the days when it was unacceptable. And like, I just I don't understand. I don't understand that in this day and age, with the technology that we're trying to introduce, how they still get it so wrong all the time. I just do not understand it.
Like literally, like here's the thing. You literally have AI sitting in front of you. While I don't like AI, use it. Like, and then on top of that, you have Google in front of you. So if you just type in, ask Google if it's like what the rule is. Like, if somebody gets pulled down by their hair in the box, is that a penalty? Like,
it's sad that we need the refs to just Google their job.
Yes, it is not that difficult. Like, and then like the length of time it takes them to make some of these decisions is just mind-boggling. I'm like, clearly that's a foul. Like, why are we doing this? He went studs up into his ankle. Like, that's a clear red card. Like, what are we doing? It's just, and there was, I think it was in the I think it was a Liverpool match. Yeah, it was a Liverpool match. They played a long ball, and Etitike was about to get to the ball. It's just him and one defender, and the Bournemouth defender hits the ball with his hand. Blatantly obvious hits the ball with his hand. Like, just blatantly obvious. And, hits it with his hand and ends up Etitike doesn't get the ball or whatever. VAR's rationale was, this is at the midway line. So if Etitike just gets a foot on the ball, he's gone. Like,
are you kidding
it's just him and this one defender. VAR's rationale is, it wasn't a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity.
That is insane to me.
It was just it was an most obvious blatant red card and just nothing. Like
Wow.
VAR's like, oh no, it wasn't clear and obvious that he was going to score. There's literally just two people there. And Etike is about to get the ball if this guy doesn't hit it with his arm. And I'm just like, I don't even like Liverpool. I hate Liverpool. But it's just more VAR controversy. And this is the first freaking week of the season. There was a play in the United Arsenal match yesterday where Arsenal dudes went studs up on a United player in the box, took him out, not a penalty, not even a foul, nothing. And it's just like, what? Dude. What are we doing here? Like,
it's going to be a frustrating season if it stays like this.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, we can call that our halftime discussion for the pod.
Sure, that sounds good to me. Halftime VAR rant is what that was. That was hot take of the week. Daniel and Jason ran about VAR.
Yeah, our halftime hot take. That's what we call it.
Yeah, halftime hot take. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, man.
Aaron England's on the shit list, and VAR's on the shit list now too. Let's just go and add VAR. First week of the season, we're just going to put VAR on the shit list already. Just get it over with.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, Darren England and VAR both on the shit list.
And it's only the first week.
Oh, man. I don't remember anything controversial happening in the second half.
The only controversial thing was that Maresca waited too long to make subs. That's just my opinion. But that's nothing new, though. So it's not like that's a hot take or anything. You know, that's just Maresca. It's better than Poch. I'll say that much. It's better than Poch and better than Potter. So,
Esteval came on in the 54th minute.
So, I mean, I think that's. I mean,
it's not. Yeah, it's
terrible.
Still. Well, to your point though, the lap comes in for João Pedro in the 73rd minute.
See, that's a problem. Yeah,
and Gusto comes in. Wait, this is weird. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Gusto comes in for James in the 79th minute, and Santos comes in for Enzo in the 79th minute. So that's a little late. Those are all three really late. Especially considering, like, Esteval did provide a little bit of a spark, I think, in things and when we switched. But, like, him and Palmer play so well off of each other, and they will, like, occupy the same space and, like, switch out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you. I don't understand why he's not starting. I mean, I like, especially after Gittins did the same thing that he did in the friendly that we played before this. Like, he was the same. Like, he got to start there, and he played the same. He's like, he doesn't really get on the ball. He doesn't really do much with it. His work rate is not that impressive to me right now. Like, I definitely don't think he's better than Madueke at the moment. Out there on the left.
We've downgraded.
Yeah, I agree.
Our front line has downgraded since last year.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because Madueke was on our team last year.
Yeah. And João Pedro is barely in this game at all. Like, this game screamed for somebody like the lap too, who can make runs and who would make runs and who would, like, push and pull defenses
bully
apart.
People. We need a bully in there, and that's what Delop is.
I was saying on our predictions episode that I thought João Pedro was going to be one of the signings of the season, but, like, if he can't even get in on a type of game like this, I mean, there's no way he's going to be able to do it. Delap is going to quickly come in, and Delap is, like, already a fan favorite, like you were saying, like, people are calling him, like, the next Costa, and, like, maybe we just need something like that. I just don't understand how. I just don't understand how a player like João Pedro is going to get in this type of game. There's not much for him to do. So.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think that's what you just said is, I'll just expound on that a little bit. Like, I think each one of them is situational. Like, you're playing a high line. I would much rather João Pedro in there because he's faster than Delop and can make those runs in behind, much like Timo Werner, just albeit he'll stay on sides. He's quicker, he's faster, but when we're playing against those low blocks, and you need somebody to get in there and get dirty, and you need somebody to bully people out the way to create your own space. João Pedro is a very slender, fast fella. Delop is
Right.
a bulky, I'm going to bulldoze you the hell out of my way fella. So
Right.
you've got to create your own space in those situations. And I think Delop can be overly aggressive at times, and he needs to sort of learn to harness his
Yeah.
aggressiveness a little bit. But I would rather him be over aggressive than have a finesse player in a match where we're playing a low block like that. So I would have and you could tell a difference when Delop came on too. He looked better in the 15 minutes that he played than João Pedro did in the 80 minutes that he played before that, So it's like, I think there's something to that. But I just don't. It depends. And like, that's kudos to Maresca. He's got two strikers and two different profiles. So you have the ability to then say, okay, well, we're playing against this type of team. I think this is what they're going to do this time. And maybe Maresca didn't think Palace was going to come out and play a low block. And that's why he started João Pedro.
Yeah.
And maybe that, sort of screwed up the plan or whatever. I don't know. But if you're going in, like, I pray to God, if we play Nottingham Forest, if we're playing a Sunderland, if we're playing a Fulham, if we're going to play somebody that we know, Everton, that is going to play a freaking low block, and I see João Pedro get bounced out there, I'm going to be a little irritated because Delop is much more suited to play against the low block than João Pedro is. And I like João Pedro, but I don't know.
Yeah, he can't play against the low block.
He just, and that's not, like Palmer struggles against low blocks.
Yeah.
Because they essentially, when they're playing a low block, their main focus is marking Palmer out of the match. So,
and Crystal Palace were really good at putting about two players on every single one of our players out of the ball.
Yeah.
Especially on the wings. They did it all game.
They did.
And we lost the ball so many times yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. There was like a couple opportunities, I guess. Like Santos missed one. Like
Santos missed a big one.
Esteval, I think, missed one at some point.
Like one.
Yeah, there were some opportunities that just got like skied or whatever.
Santos missed the biggest one, I think.
Yeah.
Because it did not need to be hit as hard as he hit the ball.
Yes.
Like, he could have finessed a little more. And Santos is capable of that too. So, I don't know. That was but, it's his first live match in Stamford Bridge in the Premier League. So, like, that's why I'm trying not to overreact, because I have to remember, these are a bunch of freaking teenagers.
Right.
Playing, exactly. A lot of them playing in their first competitive Premier League match. So, all right, I need to cut them some slack because they are kids. So, Delop only has one season in the Premier League. João Pedro's got a few, but Gittins, it was his first match. It was Esteval's first match. It was Santos' first match. I guess we're back on the Lavia is never going to play again train at this point in time in the season.
It's amazing that we have a Fofana and we have a Lavia. Like, that are like, this is like their third seasons here. And like, they've hardly played. That is incredible to me. Like, they can't.
It really is.
Like, James was the same way, just waiting for him to go down again.
Yeah.
Like, as long as he's healthy, he'll be in. But it's just like, my gosh, like, how much are we gonna, how much do we have to just wait and see for some of these players? I don't know.
I think that I was also I was disappointed in our corners this match because we didn't try anything new. We literally just, I guess there was a couple corners that went more toward the middle, toward the end of the match. But first half was just spamming near post, try and head it, and it almost worked a couple of times, but like, you can only try the same thing. And it was clear Crystal Palace wasn't going to let us go short, which is what we, I think, want to do on most corners. They literally had three guys out there, like just in a semicircle, like three guys out there. So, I don't know.
Well, Daniel, I'm going to ask you a big question here.
Okay.
Now that we're talking about the second half. Are we still title challengers? Or were we ever?
I did not think
the narrative around the club though has been title challengers. So do you think that we like are in conversation, or do you still think that we'll just be in the top 4? And how do you feel about top 4?
I mean, I still think we'll be in the top 4. I'm not ready to jump off the ledge yet. Like, I didn't think we were ever serious title contenders, and it
Unlike
literally,
me.
it's just. I mean, hey, look, you do you, man. You do you. I just don't think my problem, and it's been my problem with this model, and my problem with the way this club is they're building it now, and the reason I don't like it is because we don't have experienced players. That is my biggest problem with this. I mean, I guess you can say now that we do have some seasoned players. I mean, Caicedo's going into his 3rd or 4th year in the Premier League. It's Enzo's 2nd and a half, almost 3 years at Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, Reese has been playing in the Premier League for years.
Enzo's been our vice captain for like the entire time he's been here.
Right. And so, I mean, it's one of those things like, yeah, we do, but we also bring in new players every year that then have to get adjusted to the team and the way Maresca plays. We had a 2-week preseason. Right. That was it. So I don't know. I think it speaks more to how bad our wing play is when Estevao gets on in the 53rd minute, and he's only been with the club for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that, or either it just speaks to how great he is, which is probably more to the point. But the fact that, and that's why I don't understand why Gittins is playing over him when he's made more of he's done more than Gittins has done in the time that he's been given than Gittins has. Like, they've been given about the same amount of time, and Estevao has outperformed in every aspect of everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think we're title contenders. I think it would take a lot, especially with Colwell going down and the board. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So do you think – so Maresca clearly came out and said, hey, I want another central center back.
Yeah.
The board has said you need to reintegrate people that we have at the club. Like, their push has been for Vega. And I get Maresca's point. He's like, Vega's not a central center back. So if he's going to play the back 3 the way he plays, like, he doesn't think Vega can play there. Fair. That's enough. So who do you back in this situation whenever you're saying Maresca is saying, I need a manager or I need a new central center back, and the board's like, figure it out. We're not getting you one. And this is the same thing they sort of did with Poch. Poch is like, I need this, and they're like, F off Poch. And that was part of the reason I think Poch left. I don't think it was the only reason, but I think it was part of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I am going. That's going to be a cop-out answer in a way. I think what the manager says is important, especially for a manager. Although Maresca has not proved that he can break down a low block or even adjust to that during in game. That's probably his major flaw at the moment. But I mean, the manager's on the ground in training with the players in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Knows the temperature of the club, knows the realistic possibilities of the players they have. And that's what you would expect from a manager, to be able to take that temperature and adjust to it with players that he has. The main problem that we've always had with this version of the club is that they have always done this same thing to managers. Mm-hmm. And by doing so and not taking their concerns seriously, they hobble them. And I know why. Well, I mean, we know why. They're an investment firm.
Yeah.
And so they invest in what they think is going to give them the most money. Mm-hmm. And for them, they have already spent an incredible amount of money this summer. Now, they made some back, but they have already spent an incredible amount of money. I sent you like a full thing where like we were looking at how much the club was in debt, like after we were doing the World Cup, and we didn't put any of it out, but like the club is still $1 billion. Like, we've still spent $1 billion on things. Like, doesn't matter how much money we brought in, doesn't matter how many player sales we've done, doesn't matter how much money we brought in with the Club World Cup. It was a massive amount of money. we're still $1 billion in it, which is why it's even more baffling. Which that we'll keep talking about this. I can't remember our prediction for the.
We need to go back and listen. It was like I think we were around 3 or 4 matches, maybe 5.
It's insane. It's insane. Like
it's a damn.
We
shame.
definitely didn't predict that we would have a shirt of the front of the shirt sponsor before the first. They're leaving $60 million on the table. Like, and I think the conversation around money is really weird. Like, because I think we as fans use it as a way to talk about the quality of a player instead of talking about the quality of a player. Because like, if your club spends this much money on them, then they better perform in this level. And like in one sense, I agree with that. And in the other, I'm just like, my God, we don't know what's happening. Like money, like we just talk. Like it's just a little talking point for fans and pundits and analysts. And like, we don't know what's going on behind the club. I think you can look at a club like Chelsea and like before Colwill goes down, everything looks like it's going to plan.
Yeah.
And then after Colwill goes down, now it's okay. Well, are we going to shore up the team? No, we're going to continue to be an investment firm and make the best of what we have because these are assets. This isn't like a club for a winning model for players as people. Like this is an asset that we don't want to lose money on right now because we've already invested heavily in people we thought we were going to be able to sell later. Like in that, anytime they bring somebody new into the team, like I think that they're just building them up to sell later.
Yeah, I think that's the exact reason we want Garnacho.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like in Maresca, they thought they found a guy who could adjust to all the things. And like the thing you can't adjust to is a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I would hope that our manager would be able to say, hey, I have very real needs, and that the sporting directors take that into consideration. But that is always going to lose out to their version of the club where it's make the most of your investment. And I just don't think that we're going to get that. And Maresca, we'll see what happens to him because he was able to do what the club wanted him to do with the resources they gave him. And again, they're giving him resources. He doesn't get to pick his resources. They're giving him resources. It looked like he built up enough goodwill to like have some say in the January transfer window last year, but obviously not now. Yeah. So there, like, is he going to be able to do good with the resources they gave him? Looked like he built up goodwill with the Club World Cup. Obviously not. Like the dude is not going to win out versus whatever statistical bullshit model they got going on behind the scenes. Which is why I think we talk too much about money because I don't know our club, especially. We don't need to be talking. They're doing some shit in the background. They sell assets back to themselves. They sell the women's team back to themselves. Who knows what they're doing to maintain?
They cooking them books hard.
I mean, like we have the funkiest contracts, so much so that the FA has to make special rules on what you can amortize and not. So it's like crazy to me that we put this much emphasis on like how our club is doing financially. Like that, if it turns out that our club is super cooking the books and we get a points deduction like Arsenal did, Everton did, like last year or the year before, or Nottingham Forest did last year or the year before. I don't know. Remember that Everton got like a 10 points deduction.
Everton was 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
it was 2 years ago.
So it's like if we find out they're doing that, I'm not going to be surprised because I just don't think they do not view this as they don't view it through the lens of we just want our team to get out there and perform and we want to do well. We want to buy the players that will let us do it. They are only thinking of players as investment assets. And we have talked about that many times. You were the one who has been like really championing that over the last few years. Like even when we first bought them, that was the line you were saying in the beginning of this whole Bowley era, Blue Co era. So yeah, I don't know. I want it to be a like for like Maresca is about to run into that. We'll see how frustrated he gets, and we'll see if he can actually make the best of what he has. But yeah, we are lacking in defense right now. Yeah, and I'm questioning my predictions.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like I feel like they have analytics that say, and like I feel like you could probably just say the statement. You know, to look at analytics, and you just that's probably true. Is that attackers sell better than defenders?
Yeah,
you're going to make more money off a young up and coming attacker than you will a young up and coming defender. So why would you invest in defenders when you can invest in attackers? Because that's what really brings in the money to the club. And I mean, I have no doubt that that's why they're trying to get Garnacho for $30 million. It's not because, yeah, Stewart might think he's a great player. Yeah, sure. He might think that. But there's no way in hell that you can tell me you've watched Garnacho perform at Man United and think he fits into this team. When you already have just spent $60 million on Gittins, you have Esteval, you have Neto, you had Madueke that you didn't have to sell, but you did. But it's part of the process because you bought them for 24, 25 million, 30 million, whatever it was, and you sold them for 50 something million. Yeah. You made a profit. That's what you wanted to do with them anyway. So he's just an asset. But then you also have Quinde coming in next year from Porto, who is a left winger. So you're literally going to have 3 guys next season. If you get Garnacho, like everybody says, 3 left wingers that are all like 2 of them are under 20. And then you'll have Garnacho, I think, is like 22, 23, something like that.
But dude, Garnacho comes in for 30 mil. He has a like a Madueke style type season, which is kind of the season he has at Man U, right?
Yeah.
Like in terms of like stats, you could sell him to Arsenal for 50 million.
You could. And they'll probably
flip him for 20 million bucks.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's the thing, and that's what they're banking on with Garnacho. Is that Garnacho comes here, he performs, they can sell him. Why are they buying? I'm telling you, Santos will not be here more than a year or two. Esteval will not be here more than a year or two. I'm going to enjoy the 2 years that I get out of Esteval because they will be 2 of the greatest Chelsea years ever. And I'm going to love every minute of him and Palmer wreaking havoc. But I know that these guys that I'm falling in love with are not going to be here for very long. They will keep a few core players. Like, I don't see Palmer going anywhere just because I feel like they're going to keep a couple. Like, Reese will probably be here. Levi will probably be here. They tried to force Trev out because it's pure profit. So, I don't know. It's just it's a very poorly run club to an extent. Like, I don't know. I don't like everybody's ranting and raving and the positive Chelsea people. Oh, we this and that, and I'm like, okay, they got Delop for 30 million. Guarantee if Delop has a couple of good years here and scores 30 goals a season in United or Arsenal or Liverpool come calling and they're going to pay us over 100 million, we're going to see $70 million worth of profit and we're going to take it and we're going to run to the bank. Like, this isn't that
still hard. Not have a front of the shirt sponsor. It's incredible. It's incredible. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
We've gone a year now without a front of the shirt sponsor. I guess technically we had one for the end of last season for like 5 matches. You know what?
DeMac. But it's because they were doing like some weird
Chelsea
real estate thing in Saudi Arabia or something.
Yeah, and you can't tell me that. And you notice how they didn't release how much we made for that. Like, that was clear book cooking right there. It's like, that was some Manchester City shit right there.
Yeah. Like, that's another thing. We have a whole other club. We bought a whole other club that we just sell players to and buy players from.
Yep. Yep. Who knows? Who knows why? And they actually won because they have a good coach, good manager.
That's good.
But the Maresca saga is going to be interesting to watch because I'm with Maresca in this case, but I'm more with him because I said we needed a defender at the beginning of the transfer window, and we should have been looking at a defender and a goalkeeper before we bought anybody else. Like, Delop was fine because he was so cheap. And I was fine with Delop and Nico leading the line next year. I mean, I would have liked Gerkers from Sporting, but that clearly didn't happen. It's one of those things.
They think they can sell Nico, though. They think they can sell Nico for a large amount of money. They're trying to sell Nkuku to Bayern for a large amount of money now, I think. So
Vega is now rumored to back to Juventus.
It's really dumb to sell defenders right now if they're not going to. if they're not going to buy one, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Vega is like the guy, but I'm just saying. I don't know, man.
I don't. I
It's
mean,
so
like,
weird.
it doesn't like. I mean, Badiashile is injury prone. They clearly don't rate decency.
Yeah.
So you right now have Reece James and Gusto at right back. You have Josh, Wesley, Tosin for, I guess, let's just say, in Ansa Ming, whatever his name is. I can't pronounce his name.
And
You don't care.
Solmino. Yeah.
Yeah, Eslamino. And I mean,
yeah,
Hato, whatever his name is, can
yeah.
technically play center back. So,
Yep.
But Fofana's injury prone. Tosin's already hurt. I mean,
Oh yeah, this is getting bad.
This
is getting really bad. We're gonna find out somebody got hurt in preseason tomorrow. Yeah, guarantee it.
Probably.
I hope not.
I don't know, man. But we do get to go to West Ham Friday.
I was just about to say that.
So yeah. Anything else? I mean, is there anything else on the match?
No.
Oh wait, no. I did want to say something. I saw something in your notes that I wanted to say. Oh yeah. So Jason made these awesome notes, and I feel really bad because
I hope they're okay. There's a few things in there that aren't correct, so take it with a grain of salt.
I'm about to say this, that I did not realize this until I was reading through your notes. We had 31.
I can tell you if it's right. No. We had 19, I think.
Oh, we had 19? Oh. Yeah, well, that explains it because you quoted that's from ESPN. So no, that's a different thing. Never mind.
No,
that's our first draw without scoring since 2018, 2019. That's crazy.
Full disclosure, I was trying to do some AI stuff, but like they get really weird.
Yeah.
I can tell you how many shots we had.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think we had 19 shots because I double checked that because that seemed really high, and it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can tell you how many we had. Well, I thought I could tell you how many we had. But we had 19 shots, but still 3 were on target.
Yeah. And yeah.
We had 510 passes to their 168 passes.
That's just insane.
Yeah,
but I mean, the problem is like our passes are pointless because 550 of those passes were all sideways.
Yeah, and that's more than the 510 we had.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty disappointed. I'll just end it with that. I'm a little. I had a lot of high hopes, and I think we got humbled a little bit.
I do too. We definitely got humbled, and I think it literally just comes down to a low block.
Yeah,
and we can't break it down. And damn it, we're going to freaking West Ham. We're gonna play freaking Graham Potter. It's probably gonna play 5 at the back. It'll probably be another damn low block. Like that's my thing. If you're an opposing manager and you just don't play a low block against Chelsea, I sort of don't think you have any credibility because that's. Like, even Pep could just go out there and park the bus against us because we can't score. As bad as City's defense looked, we might score 5 goals against City. Now, they might score 5 goals against us, too, and it ends in a 5-5 draw.
Right.
But their defense was in shambles. Liverpool's defense did not look sound. Like, these other teams are having defensive issues. But you want to solve your defensive problems, just park the bus against Chelsea. You look like the best defense in the world. Like,
dude, yeah, we'll see if they're able to do that. It looked like West Ham tried to play open against Sunderland, and Sunderland just picked them apart.
Mm-hmm. It was a very open match. Like, they definitely didn't park. They didn't go to Sunderland in the Stadium of Lights and park the bus.
Right, yeah.
And that's not
you're
how
right.
Potter
If
wants
West
to
Ham
play.
plays, if West Ham play open at all, I think we have a shot. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
We'll destroy West Ham if they play open.
Yeah.
I say that with complete confidence. I don't know if we'll destroy them, but we'll win. And I think, but the question is, do you just do the smart thing and park the bus? Because if you just park the freaking bus against us, you're maybe we get lucky and score 1, but odds are you're going to have several chances to score on the break against us.
It's going to be hard to predict that one just because I don't know what Potter's going to do.
Yeah, it is. It's all about what Graham Potter does. Number one, it's not October, so we don't have to worry about his wizard powers. So that
or turtleneck powers,
or
probably.
turtleneck because it's way too hella hot for a turtleneck
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't have to worry about that. So no turtleneck, no wizard powers for Potter in this match.
Yeah.
I have no clue what to do because, like you said, they played very open against Sunderland.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are going to be at home, and teams do tend to play more open at home versus on the road. Like if they were coming here to the bridge, I would feel a lot more confident in saying they're probably going to park the bus. But I think being at home, their first home match of the season, they're like fans don't like it when you play that style of football. So even if it wins you trophies, but I don't know. It's a rough prediction, but like just let this sink in for a minute. Okay. So we're going to West Ham. We just drew with Crystal Palace. I think most Chelsea fans can stomach Crystal Palace drawing with because of the form that they've been in recently.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they beat Poole, they beat City in the FA Cup final. Like they've been playing pretty well. They haven't lost, or they've lost like one or two matches since like February of last year or some crazy shit like that. Like they're on a very good run right now. Now, granted, their two best players are probably about to leave before the transfer window closes, and we'll see how good they are after that. But hypothetically, if we lose to West Ham, how bad's the melt going to be, Jason?
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be bad because our momentum was blunted a little bit coming into this. I mean, we had some of the best momentum going into the season, and after the Palace draw, I think it's blunted. But it's going to be bad, especially if you lose to Potter, who is not a friend. That's going to be bad. And especially after West Ham United got destroyed by Sunderland. Like, the narrative around that's going to be really hard. So I am hoping we don't lose, and I'm going to take that into consideration in my prediction.
Yeah, I just think that it's one of those things. Like, it is setting up for an all-time Chelsea meltdown on X if we lose this week, or if we lose Friday. So freaking, like, that's the thing. This has the potential to ruin everybody's weekend. This is a Friday night football match for our friends in England, like 2:00
with the damn
for us.
bubbles.
Yeah, with the freaking bubbles. Oh.
Yeah, man. I don't want to think about it anymore. I just want to get it over with.
Oh, jeez, man. I guess we need to start another prediction. When Cole Palmer scores next open play goal in the Premier League? Because it's been since like January. So
I'm predicting this game.
Okay, I like that. I like that prediction.
Are
you ready to predict?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Just remember, Robert Sanchez still is our goalkeeper, Jason.
Yeah, I have more confidence in him than I do in us scoring, actually.
Even after
against a low block.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah. I mean, we kept the clean sheet against Palace. He has a clean sheet on his record right now. Bob Sanchez is in the running for Golden Glove right now.
Oh man, what are they? What
I don't even want to know.
What would the odds be of Bob winning the Golden Gloves?
We didn't make that prediction, did we? I don't think.
No. Oh, we didn't. Yeah. We forgot to make that prediction on who would win the Golden Gloves. Oh, oh well. It is what it is.
We did not do that.
No, we didn't. All right, let's predict this match.
All right.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm closing my eyes.
3, 2, 1. 3-1 Chelsea.
Whoa, 3-1. Wow.
Yeah, I upped it. I didn't want to do the same score as I did last week, so I went 3-1.
I knew that. I thought of that going in, but let me add it to the list.
With confidence, Friday. Jason. Add it to the list with confidence.
I probably am a little more pessimistic about this than I probably should be. I think so. I'm a little annoyed. I think at the result.
It's
But
definitely annoying.
yeah, but I'll do it with confidence. This game is on the 22nd because I don't know why we don't get as much rest as the other teams, but whatever.
Yeah. No referee has been announced for the match
West
yet.
Ham away. Yeah, and we did 2-1. Didn't get that correct last time. So you're going 3-1,
Yeah.
which will be 1-3, and I'm going 1-2. All right. It's official. It's written down.
It's locked in.
What
It
happened?
is locked in. It's locked in.
I can't. Are we having technical difficulties? Because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no, we've lost it. Daniel's giving me a finger.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear him. Is it something that happened with me?
Can you hear me
I don't
now?
think so. But you can hear me.
I can hear you, but you can't hear me?
I cannot hear you at all, my friend.
Oh gosh, hold on. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on?
We got some settings. We're looking at some settings. But if this doesn't work, because Daniel and I are so good at just like off the cuffing, we give you the raw things here at the Red White Blues FC. Hopefully, I'm still being recorded. My mic settings still say they're working. I can't hear you. I just tried to mute you and unmute you. I cannot hear you at all.
What?
Talk, Daniel. Say, yeah, but it says your mic is working, but you can hear me. So I don't know.
I don't.
1 second. I'll try something on my own.
Can you hear me now? Nothing? Just
I say something, Daniel.
end the podcast.
I still can't hear you.
End it.
Do you want me to do it?
You just end it.
I'll be interested to go back and listen to this. Are we cutting it?
Yeah,
It's over, everybody. It's done. You were with us for an hour. It's great.
Social.
Hey.
Social.
I was going to do all the things. Yeah. Daniel's giving me the thumbs up. Hey, look, you can find us on Substack, Instagram, and watch it be able to like hear you, but not me. But Substack and X. You can find us at Red White Blues FC. Also, if you like to see us, if you like to see our mugs and our beautiful backgrounds in our homes, check us out on the YouTube. You can also check us out anywhere you get your podcast on Spotify and Apple. And look, this is weird because I don't get to do half of this. So, but I think I can safely say Daniel loves you all. I love you all. We're looking forward to Chelsea destroying Graham Potter on the 17th. Daniel's throwing some hearts your way. And until then, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. And while I look for the end recording button, Daniel gives you the thumbs up, flippity floppity.